possession is San Antonio's. This is Manu Ginobili laying it off for Tim Duncan. He bounces it inside to Mohammed. Hook off. Duncan rolls through the lane.
Puts it read this way. In the first 5 minutes, you must adjust.
Here's Duncan. In one game in the playoffs early on, he scored 29 points. Here's Duncan coming up
the side of the floor.
Ginobili splits the defense. Outside.
They're late. They're not getting them before they get in the lane.
Oh, also took a little shot in the snout right there. Back it comes to Ginobili beyond the arc. Prince caught it after he was fronted, but he was too far underneath the basket.
Oh, air ball.
Bowen misses. And turning toward the baseline, and San Antonio has its biggest lead
of 21 points. So Larry is running him in that down position.
Duncan as they reset the shot clock.
Now this is just a great move. Now he had to fight Rasheed Wallace off. Rasheed was going to...
Mohammed pressured outside by Rasheed Wallace. Gives it up to Duncan. Turnaround. Popovich was the best man at Larry's wedding, and Tim Duncan's first shot.
In the first 6 minutes of the game, Duncan did not attempt to shoot.
Going to shoot 60% as Bowen drives and lays it in off the glass, and then Spurs quickly back. Barry to Duncan.
And take high percentage shots. We have not seen that in this first half.
Rainer Udrich with his Ginobili imitation. Out to Duncan.
A 4 to 5 team.
Bowen from the corner and shoots. It's so evident that's his third foul. Onto the bench for 2 substitutions in the first minute and a half of the game. And then by 5 points. Here goes Bowen. Inside, has it knocked away, but Duncan is in the wing. Detroit has a foul to give. And then Parker whips it back outside to Bowen for a 3.
And it gets so asleep. Rasheed Wallace must attack Tim Duncan down in the low post area and make the pass and let him operate.
Duncan will work it back to Bowen. 3-point attempt for the Spurs in almost 10 minutes. Duncan.
Rating your game, and your game is like, nah. And he said it definitely set a charge up under him, because he said usually, you come home.
Top one. Unfortunately, they've had too many turnovers.
Duncan, and when Antonio was final in the opener. Bowen misses. Duncan is there for the rebound. Hands it to Parker and Toyer.
Now, that's one of the very few that you have seen in 3 games plus less than a minute.
I'm laughing to myself even because he says the free world as Duncan goes in and misses. And Duncan gets it back and scores. And Mohammed and Bowen out there for San Antonio. And Duncan keeps it alive to Brown. And then Duncan goes in with the left hand to put it in.
Gotta do, Al.
I love it. Popovich is talking about the free world. Wallace is talking about an independent second violation. No foul on that last play. The change of possession now. So after the 3rd foul,
ball moving offensively, only take what's a gimme for me. That's difficult.
You can do when you're 21.
Oh, quick move.
Duncan. Now Tim Duncan guarded by Rasheed Wallace. Ginobili goes by Prince, drops it off underneath for Duncan, and
nothing is there. Take it to the basket. Now you can see Detroit. This is where they have excelled in games 3 and 4. No double team now.
Duncan one-on-one with Wallace and in the thigh early in game 3. Everybody's saying he's fine, but you tell me. Here's Duncan putting it, and Ori now for San Antonio.
Excellent defense on Rip Hamilton that time. That was a tough move.
Tony Parker.
Big. Remember now, they have been a monster on the offensive glass.
Parker. Wallace on him, and over minutes.
He wants to see more of this.
Here's Parker now. Ginobili in the lane, puts up a prayer. Duncan is there.
Barrying it back court, force him to give it up.
Bowen wide open. Ginobili with the rebound underneath to Duncan. Ori inside. Duncan from the lane.
Did not go down for him, but he had a high percentage shot.
Duncan underneath from Ori.
Tayshaun Prince, but unfortunately the ball was knocked loose.
It's the Duncan Wallace show again.
Only intangibles, he keeps balls alive, gets you the second shot attempt.
Here's Duncan missing. Duncan keeps it alive. Duncan.
It's a terrific effort by Duncan. All right, he misses the shot. Now just watch. Now before that, he missed the shot. That was an excellent look by Billups.
Rasheed Wallace now has 6 points. Ori and went barrier. Duncan through the lane. Late here the last time after a Hamilton bucket. Duncan gets it back from Parker. From Seth Van Wallace. And then Duncan. Lindsey Hunter is in 3 guards in the lineup now for Detroit, and Tim Duncan turns around
here, and then for them to work on it if it can be repaired.
Ginobili. Mono games. Ginobili. Duncan. Duncan in low. Gets the back. Would-be turnover there. And then right here with Wallace and 5 fouls. To the hoop he goes. Ball into the front court. He's picked up by Chauncey Billups. Ginobili is guarded by Tayshaun Prince. Duncan comes way outside with Wallace on him. And then putting basket of the game, Duncan.
Well, what I like to see there on that screen.
Robert Ori has come into the game for the first time. And
Ben Wallace on Ori, but then great block by Duncan. They're either the number 1 or number 2 scorer for their team.
Near turnover, but Duncan's
by Billups.
Pistons by 2. Duncan and Manu Ginobili.
Now that's Billups' first turnover in this game. He has 6 assists.
Here's Duncan inside. Gets it back. Puts it.
When San Antonio won this game. Not there, right here. This is where Duncan was a monster in that second.
Ori each have 10 to lead the Spurs.
That it was a clean block.
Duncan, this time he's got Prince on him. And Duncan.
That the small unit can defend. But right there, Prince had to pick up Duncan. Is he doing a job?
Duncan now. Tim Duncan banks one. And Duncan gets free and
right into the post and posted up Parker.
Duncan.
Now just keep an eye. Watch down in the corner here. A beautiful feed. Duncan seals off Ben Wallace. Remember we told you about Duncan's offensive rebounding. That's his 5th of this game.
Now Bowen from outside. And
13-3 during this final set. Now, once Duncan saw that double team, that ball was going up on Timmy Duncan.
And you also have 2 on the shot clock. And from the biggest lead of the game for San Antonio.
Now this is just good basketball savvy. Ginobili.
Duncan puts it on the floor. Lays it off to Ginobili. With 2 on the clock.
Duncan, and now take the double team and then make that diagonal pass. Once again, Ginobili, that is his 12th